Today we're going to take a look at how you would go about setting up and taking attendance using Moodle. So the first thing you need to do is add an attendance block. So make sure that you've got turn editing on, and then you're going to come down to add a block, and you are going to select attendance. And you'll see that it is added the attendance block here. Once you've added the attendance block, the next thing you're going to do is go to add an activity or resource, and I'm doing this in my header region of my Moodle course. So add an activity or resource, select attendance, and click add. And you'll see that the adding a new attendance window opens. You can rename that if you want. You can assign a point or scale to it. I don't grade attendance, so I'm going to select none. And I'm going to leave my outcomes, module settings, and restrict access all set at the defaults. So then I'm going to select save and display. The next thing I need to do is go in and set up my attendance. And so for a fall semester, what I would do is I would have a 15-week attendance. And so I'm going to select add right here. And then I'm going to select create multiple sessions. Now, this will be the session start date. So if you're starting on August 31st, for the beginning of the semester, you can go in and select August 31st. Maybe this class starts at 8 o'clock in the morning and it lasts 2 hours. So select your date, the time the class meets, and duration is how long the class meets for. You don't have to put in duration if you don't want, or time, either way. But it does make it easier for students to be able to see that information. Now, session end date would be the end of the semester. And so for this semester, I am going to go ahead and I can do the drop down, or I can select the calendar option here, scroll over to December, and I'll just put in Monday the 14th. That's when grades are due. Now, what days of the week does your class meet? Is this a Monday, Wednesday, Friday class? A Tuesday, Thursday class? Select the days of the week, and I'm going to select Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And you can leave frequency alone, set for once, and click add session. I do not recommend you allow students to record their own attendance for obvious reasons, but that is an option given to you as well. Now, you can see that it's refreshed my page, and if I go back over here to the Sessions tab, then you can see that I have 3 sessions that to this date have already met. And I can look at all the different sessions by clicking the All button here, and it will show me all the sessions for the entire semester. Now, we do know that Thanksgiving, we will not meet on that Friday. And so what I would do is I would go and I would find my November 25th or 27th, excuse me, session date right here. That's the Friday. And to delete that session, all I have to do is click this X here, and it will remove the session. It's going to ask me if I'm sure. Click continue to remove it. And so let's say you had a bad weather day, or you were out sick and they had an out of class assignment, so attendance wasn't taken for some reason. All you have to do to remove the attendance for that date is click the red X. But to take attendance, what you would need to do is click on the green button. So click on the green button, and you'll see this class doesn't have anybody populated within it, so you're not going to see any names. But what you would see is you would see people's names listed here, and then there would be check boxes where you could select present, late, excused, or absent. And then when you're through, you would click save attendance, and attendance would be saved. and you would see that it has been successfully taken. When attendance has been taken, you'll see this little green arrow to the right shows up. Now, if you want to go in and edit those settings we just saw, click on the Settings tab, and you'll see that this PLEA shows up. And so you could do present. Maybe you prefer the word tardy to late, and so you could replace that. Excused, absent. Maybe you want to also put in a left early, and so you could add an LE. And when you've done that, again, I don't put any grading in, so I would remove that. But right here, I added that left early. I click add, and we'll see that it adds, and you can add as many as you want. When you're through, all you do is click update. As you go through the semester, you can run a report that will show you individually what the attendance is for individual students or for the entire course. And you can do that by clicking on export, and you can select how you want the students to be ID'd. If you want to do all participants, and then right here you can also select how you want to see that report. I would leave that in Excel format and click OK. I recommend that you do this at midterm, and then you could also do it at the end of the semester and place your attendance in a file to keep for reference. Now, when you're through setting all of that up, all you do is click OK, and it would download for you. Now I'm going to go back to my main page, and I'm using an old course here that never made, and you'll see that my attendance is showing up right here. And so to go in and take the attendance, all I have to do is click on the link, and we can see the one that's been taken here has a hyperlink now. I can go in and edit session. Let's say I don't want to delete a session, but maybe I want to put in, you know, a description of we had a field trip or whatever the case may be. Maybe somebody left early, or we had something happen, or there was a fire drill. You can go in and add a description here. So I'm going to put in fire drill. Click update. And we see right here under description is changed. You can look at all. You can sort them by months, weeks, days, etc. You can go in and make a selection and delete multiple ones, or change duration on multiple ones by clicking the check boxes out to the right, and then select something like change duration, click OK, and maybe duration for those days is 3 hours or 1 hour or something. So click update. Once again, add is what I did to add my attendance. Now I can go to report, and you can see a summary of your attendance and sort it here as well. Okay, go back to my main page, and that's how easy it is to set up attendance in Moodle.